Harley Quinn is one of, if not the most chaotic character in all of DC Comics, but there is a lot more to her story than you might think. Join me in day 2 of my Superhero Pride Month challenge, and let's talk nerdy about the bisexual clown princess of crime and heroism, Harley Quinn. But before we get into that, go ahead and put an answer to this question in the comments below. Would you trust Harley Quinn to babysit your pets? Now, Harley Quinn actually made her first appearance in the Batman animated series as the main henchman / girlfriend of the Joker, but she made her first comic book appearance in Batman Harley Quinn #1. Harleen Quinzel was always interested in criminal psychology since she was a child, when she met her first boyfriend and he murdered someone to prove his love to her. Instead of being like, oh my gosh, that's horrifying, she was like, murder. Curious. Following this career path, Harleen excelled in school. And she was eventually hired at a predominant hospital, but because she was more interested in criminal psychology, she asked to be transferred to Arkham Asylum, which is where the worst of the worst are held. And while working at Arkham, Harleen thought the doctors there weren't doing enough to get through to their patients, so Harleen thought it would be a good idea to go undercover as a patient in order to get close to them. But one of these patients saw right through her disguise, and that patient was the Joker. Joker would confront Harleen and actually open up to her, and the more that they spoke to each other, the more Harleen started falling in love with him. And while this is going on, the head doctor of Arkham was trying to be a scumbag and steal Harleen's notes on the Joker, and he found out that she was in love with him. So in a rage, Harleen tried to murder the doctor, but he got away. So instead, she murdered the guards and helped the Joker escape. It's then when the Joker took her to the same chemical plant where he was created and threw Harleen into a vat of chemicals, which she survived, but she was forever changed. She lost all touch with reality and now believes she could do whatever she wants. Harleen has officially become Harley Quinn. Now, Harley Quinn has no superpowers, but she is a master gymnast, like she can do all the flippies and trickies. On top of that, she's an expert in hand-to-hand combat, able to contend with the likes of Batman and Robin. And she's extremely skilled with the giant mallet. It looks hilarious when she uses it, but it will hurt. And because of her insanity, she has an indomitable will. Like, you can't just torture information out of her, like, because she does not break easily, if at all. Harley Quinn is also immune to most toxins like the Joker's gas or Poison Ivy's poison. As Harley Quinn, she got into a romantic relationship with the Joker and did all kinds of horrible shenanigans with him. Mostly murder. A lot of murder. And because of this, she was often at odds with Batman and various other superheroes until she was eventually arrested and forced to join Amanda Waller's Suicide Squad. But over time, Harley Quinn started to realize that the Joker ain't and she left him and slowly started to redeem herself, taking on a more violently heroic role in the DC universe. She would continue doing missions for the Suicide Squad, but even join up with the likes of the Gotham City Sirens, the Birds of Prey. She would even team up with Batman every once in a while. Unfortunately, her own insanity still gets her in trouble, but she's healing, and we as fans will always be there to support her through it. Now let's talk about Harley Quinn's most notable romantic relationships, because I love love and I love to talk about it. I'm not going to count Joker because that was not love, that was abuse and manipulation. Go away with that. Now in the comic books, Harley Quinn is bisexual, and she had a lot of flings here and there that were really entertaining, like with Deadshot, Lobo, or even Janet from HR. Great name. But here are some more notable relationships from the comics. In the Old Lady Harley comic book, we find out that Harley Quinn was married to Catwoman at one point. I'm pretty sure they got separated because they were doing a lot of arguing and bickering, but they were together. And then in the same comic book, Harley Quinn was also married to Nightwing, and apparently they had a happy marriage because they were married up until he died in action. And in the Batman White Knight comic books, Harley Quinn is in a relationship with Batman, which is very interesting to me. But perhaps the most famous, the most loving, and the most healthy relationship that Harley Quinn had in the comics was with Poison Ivy. These two genuinely loved each other. There was no manipulation, there was no abuse, it was just love. Ivy kept Harley more grounded in reality, and Harley kept Ivy human. And we'll talk more about Poison Ivy next week. But I love the two of them together, and I hope they stay together forever. But now back to the random question, would you trust Harley Quinn to babysit your pets? You know, personally, I would trust Harley Quinn to watch my pets, because I know that she has a deep love and care for animals, and that she will do anything in their power to make sure they're safe. Now, my house might be completely destroyed due to Harley doing Harley shenanigans, but at least my pet will be okay. But what do you think of Harley Quinn? Where does she rank on your superhero character list? We all have one. Let me know down in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video and you want to see more, go ahead and hit the like button, and then be ready for tomorrow's episode where I talk about Marvel's most chaotic character, Deadpool. And if you missed yesterday's video on Loki, go ahead and click on the box right here, and I'll see you in a bit.